Let's learn English through EducaToon with teacher Aya.
Let's discuss about determining the worth of ideas. Let me ask you, what is your favorite song? Do you like it because you enjoy its rhythm? Or do you like it because of its message? When you listen to the rhythm of the song, you are just hearing it. But when you listen to the message of the song, you have the potential of being a good listener. This time, we will learn the difference between listening and hearing, and some tips on how to become a good listener. So, let's do it! Hearing is an accidental and automatic brain response to sound that requires no effort. For example, we are familiar to the sounds of siren of the ambulance, the laughter of our friends, the rattling of pots and pans in our kitchen, and so on. We hear those incidental sounds and we train ourselves not to give so much attention to them, unless we have a reason to do otherwise. We learn to filter out sounds that mean little to us, just like we choose to hear our ringing cell phones and other sounds that are more important to us. Listening, on the other hand, is purposeful and focused rather than accidental. As a result, it requires motivation and effort. It is an active, focused, and concentrated attention for the purpose of understanding the meanings expressed by a speaker. So how do we listen? As you listen, these tips will help you get the worthy ideas of the text you are listening to and help you understand it. 1. Begin by listening carefully to the main idea so that you can identify the subject. 2. Listen to keywords to help you remember details. You might want to take down important words. If you are listening to a narration or description, try to visualize the details. If you are listening to an exposition, try to understand the order behind the arrangement of the detailed sentences. One way to remember the important details in a text you are listening to is to pay attention to the discourse markers. Discourse markers are words or phrases whose function is to organize discourse or speech into segments. Here are some discourse markers emphasizing important ideas. Above all, indeed, importantly, significantly, especially, always remember, in particular, notably or take note, and bear in mind. If you hear these discourse markers, you have to take note of the statements, for they may be worthy ideas of the text you are listening to. And number 3, think about what you are listening to. Sorting out or arranging the main ideas in your mind helps you identify the points to remember. Try to jot down the main points. Go over the speech from beginning to end and recall details. Let's now talk about determining the worth of idea. Speakers can create hundreds of ideas, but not all these ideas are worth to remember. Most of them give introductory statements that are not so important to their main topic. They are just flowery words that give life to their speech. So, to determine the value of an idea, we should look at how rare it is and how worth keeping it is. Be guided by the following questions every time you look for the worthy ideas of the text you listen to. 1. What is the topic of the text you are listening to? Number 2. What is the important idea presented in the text? Three, how is the idea being presented? Is it explicitly or clearly stated, or implied or hidden? 4. What helped you determine the worthy ideas presented? Is that by discourse markers that emphasize a point, or by the tone of speaker's voice? And lastly, is the idea presented worth keeping and worth sharing to others? Why? Remember, the number of worthy ideas present within a text can be one or more depending on the speaker's message. So let's try. Listen attentively to the speech and fill in the missing discourse markers that emphasize the importance of the statement given by the speaker.
It's a great pleasure to be here today to inspire young minds, the future of our country. It brings me joy to see you wearing the best OOTD of the year. I'm very sure your parents are happier than I am right now. Few hours from now, you will start another journey. A wonderful journey begins with a single step. I have always been afraid to step out from my comfort zone. In my 22 years of existence, I have realized I wouldn't be who I am today if I never tried to take risks and get hurt. Life is full of doubts, but always remember not to be afraid. Bear in mind to have faith in yourself, that whatever comes along your way, overcoming it is another step forward, another step towards the best version of yourself. At times you feel weak and tired, take rest. Take all the hours you need to heal. But when things get better, you have to get up and get back to the journey you have started. It is very important to be always optimistic. Take note, the one who can bring you to what's ahead of your journey today are your own feet. If you don't have the courage to take another step forward, you will never get there. Indeed, a wonderful journey begins with a single step. But always remember to keep that single step counting. It's not how fast you get there, it's how you keep stepping forward. To my family, and to all who believe in me, thank you for making me believe that I can. My journey has not ended yet, and you are the reason and the strength that keep me going. To you, young minds, a bright future is waiting for you. So don't be afraid to take a step forward, because you have a family you can always count on. Have a wonderful journey.
Congratulations! You have just completed this lesson. Do not forget to hit like and subscribe to Teacher Aya EducaToon. Thank you.